Welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'm going to be demonstrating how I do 8 a.m. meds. These meds are basically to tide me over until my 9 a.m. nurse comes in, changes shift. I take, here I'll show you, 4 milligrams of liquid Dilaudid through my J-tube. I take this every 4 hours for my pain, for my autoimmune-mediated small fiber autonomic polyneuropathy. The reason I take so much Dilaudid is because, unfortunately, I am at the end of my lifespan and I am on palliative care dosing. We're probably going to have to go up from here even on the dosing, but basically we're just trying to keep me comfortable. I also take, in this syringe, I have to take IV nausea meds every time I take anything through my J-tube, like the Dilaudid, because my GI tract is so non-functional. Some of my IV nausea meds are IV Zofran. Another one that I'll be taking, which I haven't drawn up yet, but it is IV Bendaryl. It's also called diphenhydramine. And another one I take that I'm not taking right now is IV Phenergan. So this morning, I'll take my IV Zofran, which is in this syringe, and I'll drop the 4 milligrams of the 50 milligrams of IV Bendaryl in this syringe. The Bendaryl helps me with my nausea as well, but it also stops my constant allergic reactions. And by doing so, it relieves some of my pain and decreases inflammation. Another thing I've noticed is that it brings down some of my anxiety as well. So I'm going to start with my J-tube, which is this tube. It goes into me right here, right under my bra line. So what I do is first I make sure this is clamped, and it is clamped, so I can unscrew one of these. And nothing's going to come out because this is clamped. If this wasn't clamped and I opened this port, all this bile from my small intestine will come pouring out here. Luckily, it's clamped. I'm going to untwist this cap, drop it into my lap. Then I'm going to screw in the Dilaudid, and I'm going to hold it like this. I'm going to slowly, hold on, let's see, I got to unclamp this. I'm going to move the clamp a little so I don't keep clamping it and reclamping it in the same place. I'm going to slowly push it in. Now, normally, my nurses do this for me, but at 8 a.m., it's change of shift, and they're talking to each other about how my night went and stuff like that. So I give these meds to myself to make sure I get them on time. All right, so here we go. So the Dilaudid is in, so I'm going to clamp this. I'm going to unscrew the Dilaudid syringe. I'm going to put the cap back on the Dilaudid syringe because these caps are precious. They only send us one with each syringe, and we have to reuse them because we reuse the syringes. This syringe is just water. This is my flush syringe. If you look at my line, it's still full of green liquid. That's the Dilaudid. So I need to flush it through with the water flush. It's just bottled water. It's nothing fancy. So I'll take the top off the water, put it in my lap, screw in the water syringe, unclamp the tube, and again, I have to go slow because everything through my digestive tract makes me extremely nauseous since my GI tract is pretty much completely non-functional. I have to take really high doses of the Dilaudid in order to get any effect at all. We're hoping palliative care is going to put into place a Dilaudid pain pump so we don't have to do J-tube meds every 3 hours and make me all nauseous and sick. Because it's really a pain in the butt, and it's really unnecessary if they can put in a Dilaudid pain pump, which would work so much better since this stuff barely touches me. Alright, so now I'm going to clamp this off in a totally different spot. I'm going to unscrew the syringe, put the cover back on it, put it back with my other syringes, and now I'm just going to screw this cap back on. Now we have to do my IV meds. Here's the Zofran. But we gotta drop the Bendaryl. I'm going to draw it up in the same syringe as the Zofran because the two medications are compatible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the top off the Bendaryl. And now I'm going to wipe it down with an alcohol wipe. Now I made up a song to make sure I wipe it down long enough. It goes like this. See, I named this line. I'll sing it when I rub Rubber Ducky because it's a song for Rubber Ducky, and I'll introduce you to Rubber Ducky in a second. Let me just drop this Benadryl first. I just have to wipe down the top of the vial first because you don't want to contaminate anything. Everything has to be completely sterile when you do IV meds. So I scrub the top of the vial and pull off the top of the needle without touching the cap or anything else. Put the needle in here, squirt a little in, flip it upside down, keep it under the level of the fluid, and draw up the Benadryl. Make sure I got every last little bit. Drop it in there, get out the air. There we go, got all the air. Now I don't want to touch anything. Everything stayed sterile. So I'll put this down now and get my line ready. I'm allergic to these little green caps because they have chlorhexidine in them, and I'm allergic to chlorhexidine. So I use the alcohol prep pad to take the green cap off and throw it in my little bag here. I'm just going to pull out the saline and the heparin flush. This is the saline and the heparin flush I'm going to need afterward. Now, I'm going to take another alcohol prep pad and scrub down Rubber Ducky. I called this line Rubber Ducky. Uh-oh, I got the wrong line. I'll just do it off the saline line. I meant to do it off this line, which is Rubber Ducky, because as you can see, the tip is yellow like Rubber Ducky. But I guess I'm doing it off the saline line because I wasn't paying attention, too busy making the video. But I can do it off the saline line too because saline is compatible with Benadryl and Finnegan. So I'll scrub the line. Now, keep putting my trash in my little baggie. Now, I'm going to take my Zofran and my Benadryl. I'm going to just screw it into here. And nice and slow, I'm going to inject it in. If I push it in too fast, I'm going to get a head rush, which is very unpleasant. And you get a feeling in the back of your throat like you're burning, and that's also really unpleasant. So you can never push it in too fast. This one is called the saline flush. It's just salt water. But what it does is it pushes the med the rest of the way through into the line and cleans out the line. So this is the saline flush that I'm pushing in now. And again, I don't want to do it too fast because it'll give me a head rush. So I do it at a nice, even pace. And once I get these meds, I'm already starting to feel the Dilaudid kick in. Once the Bendaryl kicks in too, my bladder is finally going to stop spasming and I'm finally going to feel better. So hopefully this kicks in all the way soon. And it should because it's already starting to. And that's the relief of the 8 a.m. meds, is that final stopping of the constant pain. I have constant pain in my bladder. It's horrible. It's like a pulsating, throbbing, giving birth contractions pain. And then I get shooting pains up and down my right leg from where I have the osteomyelitis. I got pain in my chest from where I had the infection there a couple weeks ago, and they had to do surgery to clean it out. This one is a heparin flush. You can see because it's got a blue line to it. This is the last thing I'm going to put through my line. Heparin is a blood thinner. I put the heparin in last so it can stay in my line and stop blood clots from forming. And this way, my line will keep working. So that is all my 8 a.m. meds. If any of you guys ever have any questions for me, you can post them in the comments section, or you can find me at my website, www.chronicallyalive.org, and post any questions, comments, anything you want in the comments and review section. You get there by hovering over the home button and then looking at the drop down menu. Alright, guys, don't forget to comment and subscribe. Love y'all. Take care.